In the quiet night of the parking lot, the last camera suddenly began to shake. Something appeared on its screen. A shadow that was not human. Completely black, dark, shapeless, as if the light was being drawn into it. And then in just an instant, the camera was off, as if someone had swallowed him alive. Daniel Brooks, a new security guard at Chicago's Willow Point Mall, was unaware of this strange occurrence. It was his first night, and he was thinking that this was just an ordinary mall, an ordinary job, an ordinary quiet night. He made coffee, sat down at the table, opened the screens, and began his duty with full confidence. The first 11 cameras were clear in no time. But the screen of camera 12, which was set up at the far corner of the parking lot, was shaking, flickering, as if something was coming in front of him. Daniel picked up the radio. "Mark, camera 12 is making repeated noises. Maybe the wire is loose?" After a few moments of silence, the radio answered, "Daniel, that camera is not working. The company is also forced. No one goes up there and touches it." "Why? What's the problem?" Mark took a deep breath before answering. "Leave it now. You're new. Get through the night first." Time was passing. 1:46 a.m., 2:03 a.m., 2:10 a.m., everything was normal. Then the clock had just stopped at 2:17 a.m. when the screen of camera 12 gave a sharp jolt. The image brightened slightly, and in its darkness there seemed to be movement. Something that was not human. A black shadow. So deep, so empty that it seemed as if the light was dying in it. The shadow slowly moved towards the camera. A few seconds later, and it was right in front of the camera. The shadow was peering into the camera dot as if it sensed that someone was watching it dot, and then the camera turned offline. The next morning, Daniel caught Mark. "You didn't tell me anything about the camera yesterday." "What's the problem?" Mark said with a strange fear in his eyes. 6 years ago, a woman was found dead in this same parking lot. Not a single mark on the body. But her eyes were wide open. She was looking at someone until the last moment. Since that night, camera 12 has been shutting down every night at 2:17. Why doesn't someone fix it? Because the last technician who went to fix it. 2:17 a.m. The next day, he was found dead in the same corner of the parking lot. One of his eyes was missing, and so was the camera's eye. Hearing this, a chill ran down Daniel's spine. The same time came again on the third night. 2:17 a.m. Camera 12 this time worse than before, more shaking, as if someone was holding the camera. The shadow appeared at once. But this time it was not far away. It was so close inside the screen that Daniel felt like the shadow-esque breath was blowing on his own ear. Then something happened that had never happened before. The shadow turned its head and headed straight for the security room, straight for Daniel. At that moment, the camera stopped, and there were two light, but clear knocks on the security room door. No answer when Daniel asked, "Who?" Just a cold silence like breathing. On the fourth night, Daniel decided that he would go under camera 12 himself and see what was really going on. Mark stopped very hard. That thing is not human. Light does not shine on it. Sound does not come out of it. It only watches. Don't go there, but curiosity is stronger than fear. 2:15 a.m. Daniel got out into the parking lot. Dark, deserted parking lot everywhere. A light bulb flickered in the distance. He stood under camera 12 and looked up. The camera was lit, just as if he knew someone was standing below. 2:17 a.m. The camera went static. A cold wind blew past him, the kind of wind that no living body could escape. He turned around. The shadow stood in front of him, a being like black smoke, no face, no hands or feet. But still he walked as if he were floating in the air. Daniel shone the flashlight on him. The light penetrated him and disappeared, as if the shadow was eating the light. The shadow slowly began to take on a human form. A woman, the same dead woman, her eyes wide open, alive but dead, dead but seeing. She came right up to Daniel. She leaned close to his ear and blew a breath as cold as ice. Daniel's body stiffened. He couldn't even move. A dead smile appeared in the woman's lifeless eyes, and the next moment she dissolved into the air. The parking lot lights went off. Daniel tried to run. He tried, but in the darkness, someone grabbed his hand as hard as iron. The next morning, Daniel was found unconscious in the same corner of the parking lot. There was no scratch on his body, but his condition was broken. He was repeating the same thing in front of the doctors. That woman cannot and cannot die. She is watching me everywhere. That same day, camera 12 automatically started recording. At 2:17 a.m., a shadow appeared in it, which this time did not move towards the camera, but rose straight from the ground and entered the chest of a man. That man was Daniel. The mall removed camera 12, but people who pass by this place still feel a cold breath. And sometimes someone hears a torn woman's voice from afar. I am still here. If you like this story, then subscribe to my channel Cursed Narratives. The next night, you might see a shadow in your camera.